What's up, everybody? I'm not sure why I'm recording this. I don't know if it's gonna work. My name is Matty, and I'm trying to make the best fan-made Destiny series possible. If it works, it's gonna be awesome, and if it doesn't work, then this will never see the light of day. Exactly, I would say a year and a month ago, I wrote a script. And I know a lot of people watching this may not know, but before streaming and all that stuff, I used to be an actor. I guess I still am an actor, but in a different kind of sense. With content creation right now and how YouTube is going and how stream is going, I couldn't really put a lot of time into going to auditions and spending time doing all that stuff, which in turn made my agent very upset. After an ultimatum, where I got an email basically saying if you don't go to these auditions, you're dropped, I sat here and kind of wondered, how do I move these two worlds together? Now, the easy answer here was to just make a big project, write a script, and do something in the world of Destiny, which was the game that I'm currently streaming, or was mainly streaming. It's complicated, but it was my main game at the time. So I came up with this story. It took me about 3 to 4 weeks. I wrote a very short 8-page script, and I started making calls. Now, I reached out to a few motion capture studios, and for people who are watching this, you guys probably don't know because I didn't know, but animation and motion capture is so insanely expensive. Like, so expensive. I was lucky enough to even get a phone call back and a couple meetings to even talk about it, you know? They would answer and go, "Who are you? Are you a studio? Are you?" And I was like, I'm just some guy who wants to make a really big project. So after we started getting kind of the rundown of how much it'll cost and how much a half day it'll cost versus a full day and how many seconds do we need, I kind of started realizing how much this project is going to cost. So I did the only thing that I could do, and I reached out to my community. I started talking about it on stream, and very quickly, weirdly enough, I started getting people in my DMs that wanted to help support this big mystery project. Now, after, and I am not exaggerating here, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of meetings throughout the entire year, we ended up raising enough money to head to the studio and get everything filmed right away. Now, once I had a date set at the studio that we wanted to go in, I reached out to some childhood friends that have been working in Hollywood, working as a stunt and choreography crew on some really, really big projects. Some of those projects were like Marvel. I think he worked on Eternals as one of the fight choreographers, which was just insane. And I asked for some help because, well, I needed help. Basically, I reached out and I said, guys, we need something choreographed for these scenes. Can you help me? And we met over at a local field, and we just started getting to work. The field turned into going to their house, where we started working on roles and kind of some more exciting ideas, and they had a really cute dog. I love dogs. Now, the day at the studio was actually one of the most exciting things of all time. Heading into this place where absolute legends once went, it was incredibly surreal. We actually even saw a Destiny 1 poster on the wall, which was really, really, really cool. I headed into a room where there was a ton of cameras in this giant, extremely strange-looking cage, and that was the first thing that we had to do to get all of our face scans. I had to wear a bald cap. Didn't feel good. Now, after we got all of our face scans done, we actually headed into the next room where they put me into a skin-tight suit, started putting on all these little tiny balls, and of course, I had to put all the makeup on, and not your traditional makeup. This was little lines and dots on my face so that the camera that we were using could read everything that was going on during the performance. Once everything was said and done, we actually headed into another place on the actual stage, and we started formatting the body to the rig that we had to send, and we also had to do some exercise for the face, which I'm gonna be honest, guys, felt weird. It felt a little bit weird. It was kind of embarrassing, and I felt a little foolish doing it, but you'll see.
Left eyebrow up, right eyebrow up, left eyebrow down.
Now, for anyone watching that might have thought how it might have been doing these scenes in the motion capture studio, it feels so different than your traditional acting. There's no real set here. There's some boxes, there's a wall, there's some dots everywhere. but there's nothing really built around you. A lot of the stuff that I had to do just had to come from imagination. For example, the ending. I had to imagine I was in that room, and there was this wall, and on the wall there was this photo that I recognized, and you had to kind of really put your imagination cap on and kind of see this world around you, or else it wouldn't have really looked right or really worked out. Doing the scenes was a lot of fun. As far as talking with Ghost, I had to have somebody hold a little ball next to me and read the lines out as if I was talking to Ghost, so that I wasn't just waiting for dead air in the middle of the lines. And it was just so much fun. The people at the studio were so helpful and amazing. I really can't wait to go back. Now, once the filming was done at the studio, the fun part kind of started. We had to get things done like our grooming, which is our hair. We had to make sure that our face rig was sent to a third studio so that we can get everything blended together so that when I talked, it looked as real as it could, as we couldn't get all the face scans done, but we got 15 out of the 45. That's all we could afford. Now, during this time, I was lucky enough to work with our amazing team. As for our VO actor Ghost, that was Matt Zamora, and he was an absolute treat to work with. He is extremely talented in that voice.
Yeah, she sounded pretty serious.
It's just so smooth. Another part of the team that I was really lucky to work with was Jessie. Jessie was our composer for the whole project, and the music that she wrote was just insane. When she would send me samples of our rough visuals with maybe some rough composing that she was thinking of doing, it was always a lot of fun. It was like a kid opening a present during Christmas. I'm like, oh, she sent me something. Let's see how it is. That is so epic. Oh my god. Now, another important part of our team was actually our animator Nienken. We were lucky enough to get him on board. He is so insanely talented with his work and his realism and his attention to detail. Every time he would send us some previews, it was like, wow. Last minute, we actually got our master sound engineer, Strasner, and he did a great job. Now, a little known fact that probably a lot of people did not know, other than our backers, was that we finished this project just about 8 hours before it was supposed to go live. We did our trailer with our announcement dates. The announcement date was coming up. We had to push it back just a few more days, and man, did it come close. This was by far the most insane project that I've ever done in my entire life, and the love we got once it was released, that is a feeling I probably will never forget. Now, I know a lot of you are watching this and probably asking about episode 2 and where's episode 2 and why isn't episode 2 done yet? Currently, right now, we have a couple investors. We're looking for more investors because, guys, these things take so much money. We're hoping to make episode 2 about 15 to 20 minutes long. We're looking to bring on some more animators. We're looking to make this extremely realistic. So with that, the budget has gone up drastically. So we're going to be mixing in some investors. We're going to be mixing in Kickstarter as well when the time is right so that we can give you guys something that's truly amazing and to really tell the story of Ace the way that we think it should be told. So thank you guys so much for the love and support on the second episode. I am so proud what we did and what we came out with as a collective, as a community, because I couldn't have done this without the support of everybody in my amazing community. So if you guys want to know more about the second episode and the future episodes, we do have a Patreon. I'll put that link down below. We're going to put whatever we can about the future of the episodes, what's going on, the future of our YouTube as well, and some other cool things that I think you guys are really going to love, and for those that want to get more involved. Thank you guys so much. We have a Q&A coming up, so if you guys have any questions about the episode and anything about the future, put them down in the comments down below. I'll reach out, and I'll get that video on for you guys as soon as possible. And again, thank you guys so much. I love you guys.